We're from Austin, Texas, home of keeping it weird. And we're looking for a house to restore, but not just any house. A special kind of a house. The one with a story and a history. The spooky one. The one you might avoid on a dark night. So come along as we search for just the right house somewhere in a small town in Texas. Epic.
Good day, good day. So, we have the mystery window. As you can see, it is a very tall window, and it's plywooded up. You're trying to wonder where the heck this thing is at. That's the window, friend. Window to nowhere.
Why would you put a window in a closet?
What? Let's go show. Come on.
Well, how do you fix it?
I don't know. I don't know what its purpose is yet. Although it does have a screen on it, so that is nice.
Was it just for symmetry?
I don't know. That's a big word. Huh. Let's go in the house.
See if I turn this light on here. You need a flashlight.
I think there's a light in there.
No, but there's all kinds of shit in here. Hang on. Oh, wait, I think I figured it out. I figured it out. It's like a fucking key. Look at it. It's like an old light fixture that has like a little key. Why is it in here? I have no idea.
Interesting. But here is the backside of the mystery window. As you can see, it's been plywooded on this side, but it's literally in the closet. I don't quite understand, because if you go over here to the stairs, we'll just turn the corner, you'll notice that the top of the window would be up there on the landing, which clearly would be at floor height. What do you think the purpose of that window was? It's puzzling.
Makes absolutely no sense.
No, it makes no sense at all. Maybe they moved the staircase at one time, I don't know. All right, well, let's continue on. Yeah, I don't know. It's very odd that they would have done that.
And also, let's not point out the fact that there's a door here. If you were to use that window, there's a door. There's a fucking door right here. Behind, there's another door. So why would you need, makes no sense. There's a door here. Why would you need the window right there?
No idea.
Cross ventilation. But why would you need this window here when there's one right there? On the stairs.
I don't know.
Okay, well, I can tell you right now for certain that these stairs have not been moved. So, it's always been like this. This closet has always been here. These stairs have always been here.
The window appears to have always been there, but the window doesn't make any sense.
Well, and there's no glass in it, so it hasn't been a window for a very long time. Why someone left a screen on there when there's plywood, I have no idea.
Right, that's what.
Well, let's put a screen here on top of the plywood. It's literally on top of the plywood.
Right.
Okay, well, that doesn't make any sense, and we're not getting anything done. So let's not worry about the window anymore.
Yes, so today's adventures in home renovation, we're going to be Though the main focus is air conditioning because we're old and we get the sweaties. So we can't do well here without air conditioning. So we are in the
bathroom
the mystery room.
Well, bathroom / utility room, which is gonna be a really nice bathroom. We're gonna pull those cabinets out. We're gonna pull the bathtub out of there, put it here. But we haven't decided. We're probably gonna end the space here where it probably originally ended. And then this is gonna be a utility closet for our air handler for the air conditioner. He already destroyed this room. So, you know, he took 2 windows out. They're gone, if you see. Plywood, it's nice. And then put in this janky window. And this room is relatively useless, but more importantly than that, we've got some doors on this side that are, you can see how old these doors are.
Oh, well, the curtains are very nice.
And you can see that it's relatively useless and very unsafe. Like someone can totally bust through here. I can literally feel the temperature through this glass. So we're gonna build a little wall here to kind of keep the temperatures out and also to kind of keep it safe while we're working on the house and when we're not here.
Yeah, my question is, how old is this room? So if you look at the linoleum, I mean, that is, oh, I would guess in the 40s.
Probably.
You know, that this was built, because the wraparound porch, which this is the back side of, wasn't original to the house. It was added at some point, assuming probably in the 10s. So we're gonna figure what this weird tile is up here.
I don't know what that weird ceiling tile stuff is. We don't want to touch it right now because it could be asbestos.
Oh, it probably is. And it's got a paneling, which is clearly got to be, what, 1950s?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's some weird mysteries here, and this door casing seems to be later date than the casings on the inside. So, you know, but we need to put the air handlers for the air conditioning, you know, about in this area here, at least, or possibly over here. We're not quite sure yet. We're still in the exploratory part here, but we need to secure stuff so nobody comes in and steals our stuff. But perhaps I wasn't paying attention and I don't know what you were talking about.
No, no, you never pay attention.
Yes, okay. So let's go find some plywood so we can do some plywood stuff.
Yeah.
So now that we got that secured up, we're going to go ahead and start working on the concrete slab to put the condensers on. So this here in the corner of the house, that's the utility room yonder. And we get a few problems here. One is the grade from the house pitches away from the house, which of course is normal, what we want. But we've got this big carnivorous hole here. So when it rains with our high-tech water gutter here, it's getting water into the house, which we definitely don't want. So I'm going to clear all this area here, do a form. This is where the concrete slab will go, which will solve my air conditioning problem and my water drainage problem in one shot.
I feel like, yeah, that's
super genius mode.
Super great idea, and yet we need like you need dirt and stuff to backfill it to make it level before you put concrete in there.
This is why I brought you.
Listen,
Shovels in the car.
I'm not afraid of manual labor, but we don't have enough dirt. Where are you getting the dirt from?
We got dirt.
Wait.
It's gonna be fine.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. So, let me show you what we've discovered, as we've merely dug for about 3 minutes to discover how absolutely stupid this is. So, as you can see, yes, the pitch goes under the house, which you can clearly see water's been running under the house. You see the condition of the downspout. So, water would run right on under the house here. And as you can see, the house sits on cinder blocks I mean, we're one step up from a trailer house. And some of them are sinking down into the mud because, of course, it's mud and not dirt because the water goes into the house. And when the water goes under the house, it, of course, causes the house to rot and everything else. So that's a very bad problem. You'll see the water lines, the one there that's not insulated, that lays in the dirt, goes to the kitchen. All the plumbing lines here, I'm assuming the one coming to the ground is the main feed. No insulation anywhere to be found. The white PVC is the drain. I believe that's for the bathtub right above here. This is for the toilet. So our particular problem, which we're trying to work out, is we want to put the concrete pad here, which clearly we have to do something, because that would solve my problem with the water. However, you'll not be able to get access to the plumbing, which is going to be a major problem. So the grade here is probably, I would say, about a foot higher than underneath the house, which of course is good, except the drainage is that of not. So I'm trying to figure that out, which is loads of joy.
And it's April something? I don't know.
15th.
15th. No, it's not. It's not tax day yet. And it's 90 degrees today. So it's a little unpleasant out here. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Because, you know, we have to solve this first problem in order to find the next problems. But we can't do air conditioning until we have a concrete slab. We can't put a concrete slab until we figure out how to address this situation.
Correct.
Joy.
The joys of an old house.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Which is why he didn't want to be involved in any of this. I know.
These are not the things that Norm Abram talked about. He did not mention this stuff, not one time.
I bet you he did. I bet you we didn't watch that
Nobody
episode.
listened to that episode. So here's our master plan, which is probably stupid. We're going to continue on with our concrete pad here, because that'll solve our water issue. And then the bathroom here, which we're going to remodel, in the cabinet, I'm going to put a trap door so you can get into the crawl space area, which there's zero chance in hell I'm ever going to go into, but at some point some plumber might want to get in there, but that's not going to be me. So then that way they can get under there and service that bullshit when they need it. That's my my short-term plan for the next 5 minutes anyhow. You want to go into the house?
Under the house? No,
we need to address this downspout.
Maybe connect it to a French drain.
What is a French drain?
All I know is it's the kind that you dig out underneath so that the water goes away from the house.
Laura took 2 semesters of French, so she's a pro.
That has nothing to do with it. I've seen problematic home shows, and French drain seems to be like, you know, a good solution.
Well, yes, and it actually is, because that way you don't have a giant pipe laying on your ground waiting to kill your guests.
Yeah. So if we dig it out down towards the pitch where it's supposed to be,
yeah,
then that would solve the drainage problem.
Right. But as you can see, the hokeyed ass together downspouts, which that's all PVC pipe, which I'm pretty sure is not Victorian.
No. No.
So that needs to be core erected. Looks like somebody was trying to paint this door for some reason at some point.
I know, I saw that.
Interesting. So, these are screws. Just survived the old Home Depot. Not my favorite place to be. Spent about an hour here, and I was able to get about half of what I needed, so that's pretty normal. One of the things you don't see in those normal home improvement shows is stuff like this of the time wasting. It's generally just, ooh, look at the pretty stuff. But no, there's actually a backstory to every story, so this happens to be one of them, trying to find material. Anyways, let's go. Anyways, roughly an hour drive, so
Hopefully it's not gonna rain on me because it looks pretty bad outside. Those are what we call yucky clouds. And since I got no windshield wipers, it's even worse. But hey, if it was practical, it wouldn't be fun, right? Well, good morning. All right, ready to get to work?
Okay, so we are back at the house, and I'm going to continue ripping down the wallpaper in the entryway and hopefully finish that project while Lee is outside trying to build a form for the concrete pad. I might go help him later, but I still have to cut up the carpet and the pad that I did in there and roll it up and take it out into the garage for to disposal. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and start ripping down this wallpaper.
Oh yes, air conditioning form 2.0. So we had to regroup from last week because we were unprepared. So this week we're more prepared, but at least more ill-prepared. Something like that. So we're going to keep it digging here. Clear all this out here. I got insulation for the pipes, so that'll be good times.
Oh shit. Almost died.
It is very dangerous.
This is the part. I don't trust it.
What's not to trust, babe?
That I'm a fat ass, and I'm afraid it's gonna snap in half.
It's gonna be 100% fine.
Cause I have to go up one more step.
Babe, I've worked with rednecks. They get on these things all the time, and they're pretty large.
How come I can't get this fucking corner out? I didn't approve that. I can't get that fucking piece.
We're gonna move the ladder again.
Damn it. I know you think it's funny going up and down, me, fat ass, going up and down the ladder. I know you think it's funny.
Baby, you're fine. Pleasantly plump. You're a little fluffy. It's not a big, it's the static in the air. You're gonna be just fine. Babe, you wanna do that corner first? You do that corner.
That one.
If you're going to fall and die, which way do you want to fall and die?
What are you talking about?
Just getting there. As easy as it sounds. Not that I have any idea what I'm doing, which is probably the bigger problem. It was rather aggressive closing. I don't know. Anyways, what'd you accomplish, friend?
I look like garbage. I set up the cameras.
Babe, this is home renovation. There's not a beauty show. It's garbage in, garbage out. You're gonna be fine.
Well, it looks better when I have my hat on, but
right.
Whatever. Okay, so this is what I got accomplished. I removed all the wallpaper, and almost all of the push pins. I have some more push pins from this wall, but all up there, I got rid of all the push pins. Why somebody had a bunch of push pins in the paper instead of just taking the paper down, I have no idea. And then I cleaned up my mess, and then I set up cameras so we can see what it was like when we're not here, see if we get any ghost activity. And then I'm still slowly removing the carpet and the pad and dragging it to the garage. It's kind of heavy for, you know, me.
A dainty flower.
Kind of heavy. So I'm making progress, but I had to go get some more water because I was really, really thirsty.
What's with your weird rope?
Well, I was trying to tie the carpet together so that it wouldn't unroll, and it was not successful, so it's fine, it's fine.
It's pretty fancy for just a regular tying rope.
I used what I have, and it was lying around here, so it's fine. I used what I got.
Awesomeness.
Okay. Are you almost done?
Yes, I got the hots.
We gotta wrap this up for today. We got other things to do.
Yes. It is just about time to get out of here. Plus it's gonna start raining, so we're not finishing the concrete today. It's day 2, day 3, day 4. I don't know, we'll get to it at some point, but it's gotta get done quickly. Alrighty, so I found all the red bricks, which used to be the chimney. Just some sort of backfill, because this is all out of whack, but now I gotta fix that skirting. But what our major dilemma, because it just gets worse as we go. So you notice all the gutters, which are complete garbage. Oh, and Jesus shines on us. And all the downspouts from the top roof go to that downspout. Beep, 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 beep. And then off this roof goes so down here, doo, 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 and it all goes down to this downspout, which then goes underneath the house. Beep. So we have to crack this little problem before we really do anything else. Because this dilemma, yes, I changed hats. This dilemma is creating water under the house, which makes the house unlevel. And until we have the house leveled, we can't do anything else inside the house because everything's crooked. But we can't have the house leveled until we fix the water underneath the house. So it's this whole domino effect kind of a deal. But still trying to work through this. You know, trying to get stuff done in an hour and a half from the house is a little bit of a challenge because you can't just get material. It's just not as easy as it sounds. But, you know, it is the struggle. Small town America. And I went this morning and bought a new wheelbarrow. Unfortunately, I didn't realize you had to fill the tire up with air before you can use it. And I, of course, didn't realize that until, of course, I was all the way out here and had no access to air. So I've been trying to wheel this thing around with a flat tire, which is not fun.
That's a lot of machismo. Look at that.
Yeah, that's 800 pounds of concrete in the back of Laura's mighty Murano. This is not the preferred method for construction work.
Look at it. We do what we can. We don't have a truck right now. Well, the truck's at the house.
It's useless anyway.
Yeah,
it's what it is.
It is what it is.
All right, let's go. And of course, Laura parks in her parking spot.
What?
Let's go.
I'm a pro today.
Yeah, this is round true.
I'm sorry, what?
This is round 2 at the...
of concrete pickup.
Yes, because Laura's truck is inadequate.
I don't have a truck. I have a Murano.
Yeah, let's go.
It's better than nothing.
Yes, it is. Oh, I hate this place. Yes, the lack of having a proper truck, we've loaded down the Murano here. So.
Well, what are you going to do? Don't forget to bend the knees.
All right.
Oh, God.
I would help you, but somebody has to film.
Go put that down.
It's pretty tough for a girl.
Water. Trash bags.
Laura was a Girl Scout leader, so she can pack correctly.
And then I have your hat.
All right. What was it?
It was like milky, frothy white. Wasn't even dirty. I don't know. But it's clear now.
Mental note, don't drink the water.
No. That's from get-go. I've been told that that's a bad idea.
Every day is TJ.
Don't worry, relax. I got you. How are you gonna get? Oh, never mind.
Tell me. That'll work. And people ask why I didn't get a cement mixer. My answer is, I got one.
Yeah, until tomorrow, and I'm mad because everything hurts, but it's fine.
Huh. Just put your back in it. Wow. She can make the bacon and cook it too.
Shut up.
No. But it says on the instructions you're supposed to add 6 pints of water per bag of concrete. So if you look at,
I want to say a pint is 16 ounces.
yeah, I mean, how many?
That's what you would get in the pub.
How many?
So that's 2 cups.
Right. So
That's 16.
so if you put it in moonshine, you know, 6 pints of moonshine is 3 quarts of whiskey, and that makes 1.5 gallons of water.
Well, I don't know.
Need to Google. We didn't know there was gonna be math involved. Dump it in.
There's no way.
Like tap it on the tops to bring the water up.
She's too wet, Captain. Does it matter where it is?
Nope.
It wasn't full, so.
Well, they ain't half bad.
It was a lot. It was a lot of work.
It is what they call Miller time.
Sad thing is that this is only part 1 of the air conditioning saga. So, part 1, big part, but still.
He flung. He's a little baby spider.
It doesn't matter. I was like, here, have some cookies. Oh, don't mind the spider.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna meet neighbors, that's the way to do it.
Why you gotta mess with me?
All right. Seems a little too wet.
I told you. Not too bad for first time concrete pours. Luckily it's not cosmetic, it's only for the AC pad. But you know, we did it. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. Texas.